Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny, and you never know what you're going to get up here, but you will always get the truth. In today's video, I wanted to put my OPV Spotlight palette up against my beloved Urban Decay. Now, I just did a look on this and uploaded it, and this came in a BoxyCharm box, and that's what this looks like. So immediately when I opened it, I thought, gosh, that looks familiar. Looks like my Born to Run. And of course it does. Now, I looked up, and I'll insert the prices somewhere up here on the screen. But I did pull this up. I think this is a UK-based brand. And this palette was not cheap. And this one, they no longer make. You can get it on Amazon, and I'll include a price for that as well. But I wanted to come in here, and I wanted to see just how close they are. I have not swatched these yet against one another. I'm just basically going on what I see at first glance. So, if this is something that you think might interest you, I hope you stick around and keep on watching. All right, let's get started, shall we? I backed y'all up a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to use my Gerard Cosmetics eye base. I know how that performs, so that's what we're going to go in with. And let's find, I'm just going to use the clean canvas, of course. I have, luckily, a doctor's appointment today. Hopefully, I can get some relief. I don't know. I've filmed so many videos, scrapped them, so I don't even know if I've touched on this on any of them or if you've seen it. But anyway, if you've heard this already, I'm sorry. But I do suffer from chronic kidney stones, and these last few months have been really, really rough. I mean, it's just like one right after another. But that's just, you know, it's part of my life, who I am. But don't mean I got to like it, because I don't. Okay. So I got my eyes primed. Let me see if I have a powder in my drawer if I need to. Yeah, I do want to set these. So let me grab a powder, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Went ahead and did my brows, and I grabbed my Wet n Wild just because I want to set my eyes a little bit. I'm just going to use whatever's floating around here in the cap and pop it on, pop it on. My skin is super, super dry. Ooh, it matches my daggone mouth. I'm going to be taking some beverage breaks during this. Sorry, y'all. But Now, let's get started on the eyes. This side, I'm going to use this palette. And this side, the Born to Run. Now, like I said, I have not swatched these side by side, not even the first one. This is solely based on my first impression looking at it. So, I'll put my brushes in a little cup. So let's see what we can come up with, shall we? All right. And I do have my switch to get the shadows off. But I do got to open them up so I can see. Because not all of them are what I think dupes. But, let's see. I'm going to start out with this shade Glimmer. I'm going to go in with this one. And then on this eye, I'm going in with the shade Baja. And let's see what they look like. Okay, let's see. I need to pull my hair back. I think I am. I'm so ready for fall, y'all. I'm telling you, it is just so hot and humid here. I mean, it's just unbearable. But that is the South for you. Things could be worse, so I shouldn't complain. I really shouldn't. Okay. Now, before I start on this other eye, before I forget, I am going to put on some foundation. So, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face while I've got it on my mind. Of course, I'm going in with my favorite, the goat. And I've already put my toner on. Did my brows, so let's try to skip them. Okay. And even extra hydration under my eyes because I'm going to be using Bare Minerals powder foundation and their powder concealer. So I'm going to use a little bit of this Ole Henrickson eye cream, Banana Bright. And I do enjoy this. It does give it a little bit of a tint to your eyes. But, and I do enjoy, I'm very sensitive skin. Very sensitive skin. However, these products don't bother me. These eye products, Ole Henrickson, none of his products actually bother me. Let's give that time to work in. Oh, I got some up there, but that's all right. We can fix it. Look, I said all that, and now my doggone eyeballs watering. Never fails. Never, never, never. Okay. Now let me finish this eye like I was doing. Okay. I've just found this thingamabob right here. it's just been a lifesaver. Not a lifesaver, that's a tad bit over dramatic, but it has really stepped up my blending and eyeshadow routine. You know, because before, because my eyes water right here, and it was just always hard to get a line there, and tape doesn't stick because I have crow's feet. Just a whole bunch of problems. And, you know, when I opened this in that box, I was just, well, y'all saw my reaction if you watched that video. I was just like, really? One? But they do get dirty really easy, and, you know, I've wiped them off. They don't transfer. I have noticed that. I could, you know, because it's going to get right there on it, but it didn't transfer over, so, you know, that's good. Now I'm going in with Baja in the Urban Decay palette, and let's see what you're going to do. All right. To me, they look identical. They both went on good. Take another brush. I'm going to just take this brush and kind of go over the tops of both of them. This is a Delium Tools golden triangle brush, and that's what it looks like. I use it for my eyes. You can use it for highlighter, whatever you want to do, but I'm going to use it just to kind of go over the top here on both of them. Kind of soften it just a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now, let's see, what is the next shade I want to go in? Let's go in. Let's go into this brown. It's Good as Gone in the Urban Decay, and it's All That Sparkle in the Spotlight, the OPV. So I want a smaller brush for this because I don't want it to go everywhere. So let me pick up this brush. This is a Morphe R39. That is stained, but I'll switch it. Just, okay, so let's come in here and tap off. Got a little bit up there. And I'm just gonna tap this in. This is a little cool toned for me, but that's okay, because I'm mixing it in with that warm tone. And that's what that eye looks like. Now I'm going to do the same. Switching it to this eye. And Good as Gone. Okay. Let's see. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Tap. Okay, yeah, this one's a little bit more pigmented, I think. Yeah. little bit more up here than I did on this side. So let me go back to this side. Pick up a little more and try to make it even. Okay, all right. I am excited about this. Okay, now let's get another color, because I want to use as many as I can, not just 2 in a shimmer shade. Let's go into this. This shade, Hayride, right here. And then I think the closest in the OPV palette is going to be these two mixed. They look a little more pinky on in person, but I'm going to use this same brush. I'm just wiping it off a little bit. Hang on a minute. I got to have my beverage break. Okay, where's the brush at? I'm going to start with the Born to Run because I need to see. There's a lot comes off on the brush. So let's come on this side. And I'm just going to kind of go inward a little bit. Not as far back this way as I did with that brown shade. Just kind of want to bring a little of that plum into this. I'm having to dip into this quite a bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to put y'all on hold just a minute and get my air conditioner going. All right. So I got this like I wanted it. So now I am going to swatch these in the OPV palette. Yeah, I think I'm going to mix those two shades I showed you and see if I can get it to match that purple tone. I think it might. Yeah. Because that purple tone is kind of hid a little bit within that brown. So we'll see how it looks. This one is a little bit deeper than this one. So, doobie-doobie-doobie-doo, what can I do? Let me take a little bit. I'm going to try and put a little bit of this color in with these two. Mix all three and see if I can't get it that deep. Okay, we'll see what happens anyway. See if I can get more of a cool tone. Definitely too different, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm going to take that first brush and just kind of blend it all together and see what we get. Switching it off, coming over here. Yeah. One side is definitely more burgundy, excuse me, than the other, but never fear. Now, I already did a green look with this palette, but I'm trying to see. Let's see what Wild Heart and Show are like. Let's see what this one is. Okay, we're gonna go in with this purple shade called Dirty Martini. This one. And then in the Urban Decay, I'm going in with Guilt Trip, which is this one. And let's see what they look like. Okay. Let's see. Let's go in without wetting the brush first. We'll see what we can get. Okay. That's pretty. Okay. It's pretty purple. And I'm going to wipe it off and go in with Guilt Trip Dry. And see. Oh yeah, these colors are definite the same. Now, this one's a little patchy. It's got a, right there, it didn't want to stick. I'm having to pack the Urban Decay one on, and it's still, I don't know if you can really see it, it's a little patchy. Let me wet the brush, and then we'll do the other side wet too. Okay, so this is wet, and I'm doing a little eyelid trick, and I'm just packing it on. Okay. Get it all off. Okay. Now I'm going to come back in here with Dirty Martini. And wet this one on my eyeball. Look. This one is not as patchy, but it's also not as deep once I wet it. I'm going to go in with a second layer on this. Let's see, both eyes. Okay, now let's see. Do we want to go in with something else? Let's go in with Big Sky in this palette. And let me find what I think will be comparable dupe. Yeah, it's definitely going to be sparkle in this one. So, would it be uplifting? No, uplifting's my one of those shades. You know what? No, scratch that. We're not going to do that. We're going to go in with this gold right here, which is stranded. This gold right here. And then in this palette, it is Exhibit. That one. So, let me... I'm going to get a smaller brush. This is a Morphe, no number on it, came in a little set. Okay. Exhibit. And I'm going to put this in the center of my eye. I'm just kind of packing it on, and spreading it a little bit. That's that. And switching it, coming over here to Stranded. And I'm gonna wet this. Because it doesn't want to come off on the brush. There we go. There we go. And I'm gonna go back and wet this one just a little bit, just to say I've done both sides. Okay. These are the eyes so far. Let me get closer. And I do not have in here, unless, no, I don't have a inner corner highlight, unless I mix. Nah. Nah. I'm just going to use a highlighter for my inner corner. But we'll hold these out. Now that my face is somewhat dry, I am going in with Bare Minerals. This is in the shade Medium Beige. And I really do like this foundation, y'all. Let's see. Let me get this brush right here. This is a Jaclyn Hill Morphe JH03, I think. I think this is supposed to be a foundation brush, or liquid foundation, but I didn't like it as a liquid foundation brush. I tried to use it several times, and it just didn't perform like I wanted it to, so we're going to try it with powder, the powder foundation brushes. I went through, rotated out some of my brushes last night because it needed it. Ooh. I haven't done my eye brushes yet, but I have quite a few brushes, and I have some favorites, and I have some that don't work quite like I want them to. So I need to declutter. I have decluttered one time my brushes, believe it or not, and I've given some to my mom, my kids. I put some on Poshmark, I think. Okay. I really did. I used this yesterday, and I really like it. Now, I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Well Rested Concealer. Oh, I dropped it, y'all. And I'm just going to use this, what is this? This is a Sigma Tapered Highlight in F35. Or, yeah, I'll use this. And I'm going to do the same thing. Tap, swirl, tap, buff. And I'm just going to put a little bit right there. Okay. I just love how this just brightens your face. It's just, it goes on so almost creamy like. It is a very underrated, in my opinion, product. Alright, so we did that, and let's finish up the eyes. I'm going to use, I had pulled out a purple eyeliner, but I think I'm going to go in with this one. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner, and this one is in the shade, y'all already know, Brown Sugar. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the outer edge of my eye, just because they're watering kind of much. And they water even worse after I do. But that's all right. Now, I'm going to take this little Rephr brush, a Rephr 13, and I'm just going to kind of buff a little bit, you know, on the bottom. Buff it in a little bit. Okay, now, for my face, I'll make it quick and easy. I'm going to use this Iconic London face palette. I'm going to use the bronzer and the blush in here. And for bronzer, which is probably more going to be like a contour shade, but we'll see. I hadn't used this. I've only ever swatched it. Maybe it's not too cool toned on me. You know, that while the eyes may not 100% match, I think they are close enough that you can't tell, in my opinion. Now for blush, I'm just going to go in. I'm actually going to mix this one and this one. This one's a little shimmery, and the other one's matte. Oh, that looks just like Orgasm. May not look like it in the pan, but when I swatched it, it does. It reminds me of Orgasm. So I'm just going to tap in both of them. Whoa. And just put a little bit on my face. Let's see. And for highlight, bringing out Mr. Barnes. This is the Glowy and Showy #1. Look lit from within, says Scott Barnes. And that is what this palette looks like. And I'm going to mix a little bit of this shade, which is Sugar Rush, Pink Crush, and Pinkaboo. So this one, and this one is what I'm going to mix together. And I'm going to use it. I'm just going to use a fan brush. This is a Morphe, same one that came in that other little kit. I've had this fan brush forever. And it does better once it's been washed. And see how it's, looks like it's just coming all to pieces. I like it. Okay. A little bit on the schnoz. A little bit there. Let me take hair's blowing in my face. A smaller little brush. This is that same brand, Bedelian. This is the crease from the Golden Triangle collection. That's the word. There we go. And I'm going to put this shade in my inner corner. Candlelight. And I'm going to spray this a little bit, and let's see. Piece of hair. Do y'all hate when you've got your hair put up, you're doing your makeup, or just anything, and that one stray hair that you can't see ends up on your face, and it'll drive the shit out of you. I don't normally put nothing under my brow bone, but you know, I got this palette out, and I'm gonna sure try it because I really like it. All right, I am gonna go off camera, finish up my brows. I'm gonna be using the Dipbrow Gel ABH and my Tartiest mascara. It's up here some daggone where. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Put a little Dipbrow on. And for mascara, I used the Tartiest. Tartiest. That's that. And this is not waterproof. And that's what the wand looks like. Short little bristles and plastic. And normally this is a wet when you first open it, and I like to let this sit before I can use it. Now, This is what the eyes ended up looking like. Let me get closer. This is the Urban Decay, and this is the OPV. Now, the OPV, let me grab a little brush so you can see. Right here, it has started already coming off and creasing. That is not the eyeshadow's fault. That is this eye's fault. You tell them the Urban Decay right there, it's done it too. You know, that's part of my anatomy with my eyes. Nothing truly makes them stay. Probably could have went in with a shadow stick. It would have done a little bit better, but you know, I didn't. So, but for lips, I am going to line my lips with my Gerard Cosmetics lip liner, lip pencil in Mudslide. This is one of my favorite formulas of lip liners. So, let me line my lips. Let me get my mirror where... Oops. I scooched you guys up so you could see the eyes, but now you can't see the lips. I mean, do you really care about how I line them? But it's all right, I'll cooperate. There we go, come on. It needs sharpening. This really is such a beautiful color. My lips are just little uncooperative today. So, kind of feathering that in a little bit. And I'm going to put on Jennifer's Nude by Loreal, Paris. This was a collection they did. This one was the collaboration with Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo. So, naturally, it was called Jennifer's Nude. And, you know, come on. If you had a lipstick out there with your name on it, you'd buy it too. Even though this is a lot nuder than I normally wear. I do enjoy putting it over a darker lip liner. And I do like this formula. It's very creamy. And for good measure, let's put a little bit of lip gloss, because I did bring a lip gloss out. This is the Becca, gosh, what are they called? The Liquid Crystal Lip Topper Glow Gloss. And this one's in the shade Topaz and Gilt. And I did enjoy these lip glosses. I had every one of them. And I really like the little doe foot on it. It's just got that iridescence to it. And it still smells fine. There we go. This is my completed look. I hope you guys stuck around, watched the rest of it, the rest of this video, and dupe some of your palettes. You know, we get all these palettes in BoxyCharm, and most of the time when I first open them, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. You know, I'll give this to this kit, or I'll put this here, or whatnot. But I'm really glad that I rediscovered that OPV, because they don't make Urban Decay Born to Run anymore. And this was actually my backup palette, my tried and true that had been used and almost hit pan on several of the shades. My stepdaughter, she wanted to borrow it, and she really liked it because she missed out on getting it. And so she had given me so much that I felt, you know, like I'm going to do her a solid. So, and I remembered I had this as a backup. I had points or something, and it was on sale, so I ended up getting it because I mean, I love the palette. But anyway, guys, I will insert some swatches at the end, so stick around and see those. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you like, subscribe, comment down below, leave me some love. Remember, be beautiful, be kind. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.